This is Movies in Contemplation with Jarokk and...
Oh, am I talking to you?
Yeah.
Warm enchanted evening, you may see a stranger.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello, contemplators.
Hello. Everybody, we had a change.
Yes, guys. Apologies for this late episode and this change. Totally honest, I just wasn't feeling the wizard like I thought I would.
It's okay.
Lesson learned. Don't pick a film you haven't watched in decades and assume it's going to be exactly how you remembered it as a kid. And it was not, but it's fine.
Yes.
Picked a new one.
We did. Well, you did.
Well,
I
yeah,
did not.
I did. I picked it, yes.
I've never seen this.
Yeah, and it's great because this is another film that you haven't seen.
Yeah, so it's only you.
Yes, 1994.
Mm-hmm.
It's starring Robert Downey Jr.,
Marissa Tomei.
Bonnie Hunt.
Love Bonnie Hunt.
Oh my god, Bonnie Hunt. She's really... Like, when I was a kid watching this, I really thought that I wanted to be like Marissa Tomei's character, but now as an adult, I am a total Bonnie Hunt Kate stan.
Oh, God, absolutely.
I want to be just like Kate.
Yeah, I really enjoyed her.
Yeah.
I did. All right, so let's move on over to the wine.
Yeah, this wine, honestly, I picked it because it originally wasn't for the episode. I picked it because it's probably like the most beautiful bottle art I might have seen ever. It's called Scarlet Vine, and it's this beautiful, it's like a tree that's growing, and out is like sprouting a
body.
A body.
It's like a dryad.
Yeah, she does look like that. Yeah, it's a woman that has like pretty much just like tree-like skin. I will for sure be posting this on the gram. But the writing on the back is actually kind of cool. The story of Scarlet Vine has long been told by those who admire and fear her. Yeah. Her bold independence and seductive strength are legendary. Her beauty grows as she ages. Scarlet Vine was born in a lush, century-old mountain vineyard. Locals swear that the vines produce perfect fruit, so intense in flavor and color that the vines appear as a sea of scarlet red. Anyone who tastes the wines crafted from this fruit is destined to fall under her spell. Do you dare?
I already dared.
You dared?
I dared. It's really fucking good.
Okay, I haven't tried it yet.
I like it. She's a fucking siren on the rocks.
Yes, this is a siren on the rocks, waiting to be devoured.
Or are we the ones to be devoured?
I think it's us, I don't know.
It's dangerous. Alright.
Next.
So the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook. Notebook.
Yes. Alright. I got Cold-Blooded, Shrill-Tongued Dissembler.
Ooh.
Cold-blooded, emotionless.
Mm-hmm.
Shrill-tongued, communicating in harsh tones.
Okay.
Dissembler, hypocrite.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You might be able to find someone like this.
I'm pretty fucking positive. There's a couple. All right. So, Cali, what does this film mean to you?
This film really, it means a lot to me because it really, not like it reminds me of my mom, but it's funny, my mom and I were talking about this the other day. We talked about movies that my mom would watch with us over and over and over again. And this one, Only You, was one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think this was the one I liked the most because of the atmosphere and, Italy and Venice, and it was a little more like, almost like, not like fantasy, but I don't know, there's just something about it that I enjoyed more than the others, which I'm going to save because I would like to pick those at some point in the future as well. But it just reminds me of just being young and thinking that it's the same like the film with the two women characters about their idea of what love and romance is supposed to be and how they learn it from fairy tales and all that, and then growing up and realizing that love isn't really like that.
Yeah.
So to me, like fairy tales were replaced, well, fairy tales, but also with romantic comedies like these. Thinking, oh my God, relationships need all this drama and this suspense, and it always has to be like that. Mm-hmm. But it's not like that. No. And if you try, it does not work out in your favor in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, this film, like, it got, for the most part, everyone likes it because they knew what it was.
Right.
It was, people had some issues with it, and Opie, you're really distracting me right now. Thank you. Okay. So I was reading the reviews on IMDb like I always do. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, people loved it. They knew that there was some fluff. Fireworks are going off again.
Every time.
Oh my God.
Every time we record, I swear.
Dudes.
There's a fucking barrage. It's like people are doing this for us. They're excited.
I guess they're that excited, but like, oh my God, so many distractions are happening right now.
It's okay.
Okay, I need to breathe. Okay, as much as I love this movie, there are aspects of it where I do agree with the people who disliked the film.
Okay.
For instance, I do agree that Faith is very self-absorbed and a little rude. Mm. The world revolves around her and her happiness.
Yes.
But, like, that brides tend to act like that anyway while they're, like, getting ready for their wedding.
Yeah, but she wasn't. This was fucking forever. She was doing that shit when we saw the glimpse of her as a child with the eyebrows bigger than mine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like.
Yeah, and it's just the way she treats Kate sometimes. Like, it's very obvious that Kate, who is her BFF since they were kids, it's very obvious that Kate is hurting. Mm-hmm. And Faith kind of doesn't really pay that much attention to it until tears are literally going down like Kate's face. And it's
but
like,
even then,
it was still like, oh my God, I'm afraid we're gonna lose him. Or,
oh my God, Darren.
Darren. Can we go back to talking about me now?
Yeah.
Enough about you.
I found Faith to be the most annoying fucking cunt. I could not. I honestly if it wasn't for Bonnie Hunt. Mm-hmm. I don't think I would have been able to sit through this. Yeah,
a lot of people did not like Faith's behavior. No. And actually, and honestly, questioned why she even agreed to do this film, because this came out after she won her Oscar.
Marissa Tomei?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Marissa Tomei. And also people have said that the film was very disrespectful to Italy and only used it for, romantic scenery. Mm. And I think they were, because at first, both women were very rude to the people in Italy.
Yeah.
And I honestly think they kind of did it on purpose, because a lot of not all Americans, but some Americans who travel to other countries, they truly believe that everybody just knows English and gets frustrated with people that speak their own language to them. They're like, yeah, okay, no.
They do that out here in America.
Yeah, it's true. Don't you speak American?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they kind of did that on purpose, and as the film progresses, they get better.
Yeah.
They start to, whatever they learned, they try to use. They're more respectful to people that they encounter and whatnot. So, I don't know. That's just me. Okay, so, yeah, you've never seen this film.
No.
And we pretty much covered all of our, basic bases.
Basic bases.
Basic bases. That sounds like a 90s band. Like a 90s, like Ace of Base.
Oh, that she wants is another baby.
She's got a mind and
that she wants is another baby.
I don't know. Cool. All right. So,
I got a new life. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, well, let's get into this film. Because you didn't say much about this film while we were watching it, so I'm very intrigued.
Ooh.
I am seduced, enlightened, and just biting at the bit to get your your contemplations of this
Okay,
film.
good.
So the film opens up with a brother and sister. They're playing with a Ouija board.
Mm-hmm.
And
Lost me right there.
why?
I hate fucking Ouija boards.
I don't
Scares
fuck.
shit out of me.
I don't fuck with Ouija boards.
No,
Like,
I did it once, I did it twice, and I will never do it again.
You had like a moment.
The second experience.
Oh, you did it twice?
Yeah, well, I did it once when I was a kid. It was when The Craft came out. So
Oh, God,
it was,
yeah.
when The Craft came out,
Everybody
I
was
did it.
trying out witchcraft after that
Yeah,
film,
and
myself
it was-
included.
And honestly, it's actually really funny. I actually did to my cousin what we find out later in the movie. It's actually really funny. But Yeah, you get me.
I thought you were still talking about The Craft. I'm like, what?
no. I didn't. No. Ouija boards.
Ouija
Wouldn't
board.
fuck with it. Did it once. Did it twice. No, wasn't a big fan.
Yeah, I never fuck with it. Just because you just don't fuck with that realm.
No.
You know, it's not a toy. That's not something you just
Yeah.
play with.
No,
you
the
know?
second time doing it, we had candles lit and shit, and then the candles blew out, and we were like, "We're done.
That's it. We're done.
Yep,
Seen
we're
enough.
done.
Yep,
Goodbye.
we're good.
Sorry." And we were like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, so Faith is saying, like, oh, her grandmother said that everyone has a soulmate. So Faith, like, she wants to learn who her soulmate's name is. Like,
Yeah.
everyone has a destiny. We all have another half kind of thing. And Larry's just like, all right, whatever. Can we just...
Move on to the next question,
Yeah, move on to the
please.
next question or whatever. Larry, stop moving it! Mom, Larry's moving it! Larry, stop moving it. The dial, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But she wants to learn her soulmate's name to make it easier for him to find, which is pretty much like she's trying to, like, cheat the universe and, like, cut to the front of the line
Yeah.
kind of
I want
thing.
to find him right away.
Yeah. Like, destiny and fate have their definition for a reason,
Yeah.
you know? And, like, if something is meant to happen, it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if you're someone that's, like, constantly searching for your destiny or whatever, that's really counterproductive.
Yeah.
You know, because if you just spend your life, like, searching, you're going to miss it. It's going to pass you by and you're not even going to notice it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you agree like that
Yeah.
or what, but yeah, you're just going to be searching for the rest of your life and not being present and being in the moment and just let things happen. And also, something that gets brought up later is also true. Live in the now!
Live in the now. Exactly.
So the Ouija board spells out Damon Bradley.
Damon Bradley.
Yes, my other half, my soulmate.
My God.
So now they're at, like, a carnival and they're waiting in line to go see a fortune teller. Of course, you know, this girl's talking about boys and whatnot, and we get introduced kind of to Kate, the character. They're still kids. They're like 11 or 12. Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, the blonde
that.
one was Kate. And if you remember, you see someone, like, yells, and it's Larry in the Ferris wheel. He throws
The water balloon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you hear Kate say, "Larry, I hate you."
Okay, I didn't put two and two together.
Yeah,
That was Kate saying Larry. I hate
Yeah.
you.
I think that was just a setup for what happens later. But anyway, Faith goes into the fortune teller, and here's the thing: she doesn't ask a specific question.
Yeah.
Because the fortune teller is like, all right, what do you want to know? And she's like, just basic destiny stuff, I guess, but nothing scary. I don't want to hear anything bad.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, all right. And I love that she
Turns
has-
on the flashlight.
Yeah, she has
under
this
the
crystal
table.
ball, and under the table there's a flashlight to make it, like,
Yeah.
flash. And
That, like,
she's...
red 90s looking.
Yeah, like the red tip, and then, like, the silver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we all had that. But the fortune teller starts singing, like, shashu, right now, shashu, like saying all this stuff, and she's like,
That's rubbish.
yeah, dude, it's all rubbish. But she says, oh, something is coming to me. It's a name, David. No. It's a name that's very important. And then finally she says, the name is Damon Bradley. The same name for the Ouija board.
Oh my God, Damon.
That's what she says. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
She's Damon Bradley. That's such a 90s name.
Isn't it? That's such a plain name. Damon Bradley.
Yeah, and I think they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
But when Faith tries to leave, this fortune teller grabs her. Your destiny costs $2.
Right.
Gives him the $2. She tries to leave again. The lady like grabs her, and this is the like other thing that I'm saying about destiny. Like, don't wait for your destiny. You make your own destiny.
Did she say that to her?
Yeah, she says, truly, you create your own destiny. Don't wait for it.
Yeah.
That's like paraphrasing what she says. So we cut to 14 years later, and she's a teacher, and she's very into her lecture because she's talking about destiny.
Right.
Destino. And I noticed on her chalkboard where that says, all love is pursuit of the whole.
Pursuit of the whole?
Pursuit of the whole, WHOL.
Oh,
the whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's Pursuit of the Whole, eh?
Yeah, not that
Which
whole.
one?
Yeah, not that one. The whole. Yeah, all love is pursuit of the whole, because she's talking about destino, which is destiny, and she's talking about how we all started out as circles, and we strived to be godlike, and the gods struck us right down the middle and separated us all over the world.
Oh.
So we are separated by a person that makes us whole.
Oh.
And we're doomed on this planet to search for our other half.
Oh.
You know, like the fucking that line that I hate from Jerry Maguire. You complete me. Right? That is the worst fucking line ever to be written in anything.
Fuck me, Jerry. Fuck me.
Oh, what?
In the Jerry Maguire.
Oh God, that's sexy as shit.
Fuck me, Jerry.
It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
He completes her.
So yeah, it's just that. Like all the kids are just like, they're pretty much like how old she was in the beginning. They're like, we don't really care.
And I gotta say, I felt exactly how they felt.
Oh yeah.
I was literally like, did she not grow up?
No.
Like, we did not grow up, bitch, and you're a teacher?
Yeah, she clearly did not.
Like, Jesus, she just clasps her hands in our better half.
Yes.
We are one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right.
So we cut to Faith's apartment, and we see now Grow Up Kate, Bonnie Hunt, and then Leslie. What's her name? How do you say it? I can't see.
Oh, my
She's
Jesus.
Yeah, how do you say that name? Oh, my gosh.
Siobhan
Fallon. Hogan. Okay. She's in a lot of stuff.
Siobhan.
So we learn about Faith and the doctor.
Faith and the doctor.
Yes, he's a doctor. You should be so lucky. But he proposed.
Yes.
Yeah, they're having pizza and wine. They got like floaty candles and flower candles. Those, yeah. I remember those. Those were all the rage.
Yeah, they were
around that time. I love those. And Faith is kind of like retelling the proposal story, and it doesn't sound as romantic as you would think Faith would want.
Yeah.
You know, she would want something big and romantic and big grand gestures, and I think I can't remember who said it, but one of the girls was like, "Did he get down on one knee?" And Faith's like, "Well, he turned down his beeper." So, okay, she's like, well, he's a doctor, he's
yeah. I love her so much. You know, he's a doctor. It's important.
Yeah, that's important.
That's important that he turned that down.
Yeah. That's meaningful, right? That's romantic for a doctor. I mean, come on. He has so much on his mind.
Yeah.
She goes to... Faith is like, well, I gave him... I said it give me like 12 or 24 hours, but I don't know. I said yes. I'm going to say yes. And she's not even wearing the ring. And I love Kate. Faith pulls out the ring and she's like, ow, 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 I'm blind. Oh my God. Look at that diamond. It is so gorgeous. I am literally blind right now.
Right. Oh God.
Yeah, it's funny, really funny. But they also say, like, because Dwayne, the fiance, he's a foot doctor. He doesn't save lives. He saves
feet.
But Kate's like, well, feet's very, very important for to the body, and you know,
can't live without feet.
You can't live without feet. And then Larry calls Faith's brother and tells Kate, "Oh, it's my brother on the phone."
Yeah.
And Kate gets up and Kate goes, "Leslie, don't eat my crust."
Right. Don't eat my crust.
But Kate is married to Larry now. As a kid, she hated him, but it was clear that he had a crush on her because he picked on her.
Right.
But
because that's how you do it.
That's how it works. Super easy. But Larry's like kind of bitching. It's his poker night, and like, what the hell are you doing out there for?
Yeah.
You gotta get home. It's my poker night.
Sandwiches, drinks, make them now.
And Larry's like, oh, I didn't know you wanted me to play, Larry. I'll rush home right away. He's like, very fun. I need you to get some beer, some pop, make some sandwiches. And she's like, no, I'm not doing that shit. This is my one night out. The kids are at Gus's, whoever the fuck that is. I hope it's a family member and not some creepy babysitter.
It's probably a friend.
A friend?
A friend named Gus.
Okay.
Children can be named Gus.
Children or adults?
That made me think of, like, they're at Gus's, like a friend's house, having a sleepover or something. That's how I took it.
I didn't think about it like that. So you're probably right. You're right. And Larry, he's an ass.
Yes.
He's an ass. He's like, what is this shit? I mean, come on, we're gonna be starving. Like, I've been working here all day. Like, he's like that type of guy where it's like, hey, I work all these hours. I'm breaking my back here. You need to do what I say.
Yeah, you need to do this. You're a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, you need to be a mom and a wife. And she's like, I'm a woman, Larry, not a menu, and I'm not coming home.
Right.
And it's funny because Kate's like, you're going to be starving because I'm not coming home. She hangs up the phone, and then she's like, I got to go.
Right.
Like, she's going to go do it anyway.
Yeah.
And Faith is like, no, look, what's on? South Pacific is on, and the song Some Enchanted Evening.
When you meet a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kate has the opposite feelings about romance than Faith. She's just totally just jaded over love and just over it because it's clear that her marriage has lost its luster. It's lost its
flame.
Its flame, yes.
The flame is diminished.
The flame has diminished. And yeah, Kate's just like, romance was just a way, or like romantic songs, romantic anything, music, it's just to mess with us.
Yeah.
And
I love the Faith or whatever, when Faith was all like, oh my god, but because Kate was saying, oh, this is just these songs and this shit, it's all bullshit.
Yeah, it's not real.
And Faith was like, oh, but somebody wrote them, Kate, so they have to be from experience.
Yeah.
And then Kate goes, no, it's from imagination.
Yes.
I was like,
All right.
bitch. Yes.
So the next scene, they're at their engagement party, Faith and Dwayne's, and it is very dull, boring, and it's very clear that Dwayne and Faith have nothing going on, no connection, no nothing. I think because the opening credits, it was all photos of weddings. It was all wedding photos, and I think with Faith's family, like you got
wedding photos.
Yes.
Of who? Oh, just their random
past, like family members,
right?
Like generations of weddings. So getting married.
It's like a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a thing that you have to do at a certain time in your life. So I think Faith might have just given up on Damon Bradley and just like, Dwayne's great. He has a great job. He's nice. He kind of has a sense of humor. So why not? He asked me, so I'm just going to say yes.
Yeah.
And someone brings a box for Faith, and it's a wedding dress. And I think it was either Dwayne's mom or grandmother. I can't remember. Because she's like, I wore it. My daughter wore it. And now I want you to wear it. And Dwayne said you would wear this.
Yeah.
And Faith's looking at it in the dress, and you can already tell by everyone's look at the dress from the box, it's grotesque. And she's like, Dwayne? Dwayne? Like, where are you? And she's been, like, trying to argue, like, why would you say that I would wear that? Yeah. Like, without even asking. Like, that's a shitty thing to do. Like, the wedding dress is such a big deal. Right. For, the one wearing the dress. Right. And he just thinks it's not a big deal. Oh, come on. She's getting old and, just...
It's always a dream.
Yeah, it's always a dream for her. And she's like, she was married twice. So it's not like good luck or anything. Right. So the next scene, it's a really cute, actually, like, the camera angle, because she's sitting down trying on this wedding dress, and it's, like, perfectly, like, the skirt is, like, perfectly, like, around her while she's sitting. Yeah. And Kate comes into the apartment, and Faith, like, reveals the dress, and Kate's just like, wow, that's a dress.
Well, I certainly would give it away.
Oh yeah. If I had a dress like that, I'd give it to somebody. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think the dress is that bad. Yes, it's got like the poofy like sleeves, and the gloves are blech, and it's...
That was my thought, too. I kind of looked at it, and I was like, that's actually not, like, that bad.
It's not. I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah. You know?
And it's also, like, it's so fixable.
Right.
You can...
Just get rid of the puff.
Just get rid of the puff, and, yeah, just,
modern it up.
Yeah, modern it
Make
up. The lace was
time.
pretty.
Yeah.
And Kate... Well, Faith says something like, life is not like the movies, is it? And this is what I was saying, like, earlier, like, with, like, Kate, she's like, you know, honestly, like, this romance and all that stuff, it's really all bullshit. We're fed as kids that love is going to be a perfect fairy tale. Men are all Prince Charmings, and they're perfect, and everything's going to be unicorns, blowjobs for the rest of your life. I don't know, whatever. And then you see, like, Kate, like, she's kind of starting to, like, break down.
Yeah.
And Faith doesn't really take it seriously. She's like, what are you talking about? Like, you have, like, great moments.
I know thousands of moments. This is one of them.
Yeah, I'm in my wedding dress. Again, bringing it back to you, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, don't you see your friend is, like, hurting, and Kate finally looks like she's about to cry, and the way Faith, like, asks, she's like, Kate, what's wrong? Yeah. Like, she doesn't, I don't know, like she cares, I don't know.
It was the way that she asked was like, I'm pretending to care, but I don't care. That was how I got it. I read it that way.
I got it, like, she's so oblivious to what's been going on in her best friend's life because Faith is so engulfed in her own life and her own world. So Kate starting to express that she's unhappy with her life is probably just news to Faith because she doesn't pay attention. Oh, yeah. But before Kate could explain what's wrong, the phone rings. And Faith said, because the doctor is in some surgery and all of his calls are getting forwarded to, like, the apartment, whatever. And it's an old buddy of Dwayne. It's Damon Bradley.
It's a Damon Bradley.
Damon Bradley? Where are you?
Oh, I'm on my way to Venice.
Oh, I love Venice. It's like, damn, girl, you need a napkin to dry up your seat? She's just like, ooh.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, she gets off the phone. Like,
the shutters blew open.
The shutters blew open, and boys, never mind, I'm not going there. Hangs up the phone. She drops everything. Calling a cab. I'm going to the airport.
Right.
Faith's like, wait, what? Yeah. What? It's a coincidence, Faith. She's running. Faith is like running out of the house in her jacket and the dress.
Yeah. Honey, you're in your wedding dress.
Yeah. It's a coincidence. It's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
It's Faith. I just want to get a look at him. Why? In case he...
Because if he's adorable, I'm going to leave Dwayne.
Yeah.
Duh.
If he's cute, I'm going to leave Dwayne for this guy, even though I know nothing about him. But if he's cute...
He's my destiny.
He's my destiny. And that definitely means that my destiny is the perfect looking man, has a perfect looking body and the perfect job. And he's like the perfect partner and knows how to go down on women. So she tries to get on the plane, but... Because she found out what plane Damon's going on because he mentioned he's going to Venice. Yes. But she's too late. She doesn't have a passport. Mm-mm. And she tries to tell the guy that works the front desk of I don't even know what you call that job. Like the one that like call.
I don't know. They're the ticket taker.
The ticket takers. Yeah. I apologize. I really don't know what that job is. And he's like, well, you can't get on board without a passport, and the fucking plane's about to leave. And she's like, you could affect my life.
And I love him. Let me see what I can do.
Yeah, he calls, and she probably thinks that he's gonna call and let her on the damn plane. She's like, I just need to look at somebody, please. I just need to get one look at this one person, and then I'm gone. Yeah. He calls security on her.
Yeah, I got a 2319.
Yeah, that's what it was. And the security guy who has that like deputy like hat with the
the chin strap like over the chin. I don't know what the hell that was about.
Yeah, and we see him walking up, and she like looks at the security guy. She's like, "The man I'm supposed to marry is on that plane." And it's real. It's fucking crazy that she's doing this. So she was not allowed on the plane. She calls Kate and says, "This is not a coincidence. I don't want to look back on this and regret it one day. I am gonna go to Venice and find him." Yeah. And Kate Kate shows up to the airport with her things, and Kate's gonna come too.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm not letting you go alone.
Yeah.
Which she shouldn't.
Yeah, right. And Faith's like, that's crazy. And Kate's like, I'm crazy.
I'm crazy.
And you're chasing after a guy you've never met. You guys' name on a Ouija board. You forgot about the fortune teller. Mic drop. Boom. This is real, bitch.
Yeah, you forgot about the fortune teller. There were two things.
Yeah, there were two things that were not a coincidence. It's destiny.
Jesus.
So they... Oh, and also, Faith, before they get on the plane, says... Because, like, Kate's like, well, how are we going to find him in a whole other country? And she's like, well... Venice is a very small little area, so there are only 6 hotels in Venice. I called them all, and I found out which one he's staying at, so we're going there. It's a Hotel Denali.
Hotel Denali.
Like, isn't that fucking crazy? Oh yeah, that's not stalkerish at all.
No.
You know?
Absolutely not.
Very eccentric, which is why later, yeah. So they get to Venice, and we get this lovely, like, tour of Venice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. And that's one of the reasons why I love this film so much, because it's so visually stunning, because they're in Italy. I've never been. I love Venice, just for the look of it being on water, the art, everything. So they get to the hotel, and Kate's like, oh, my God, this hotel, it's like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I think Kathy Lee Crosby stayed here. So they get to the concierge, and they're trying to find out what room Damon Bradley is in, and the concierge guy, he's funny.
He was funny.
He was funny, but unfortunately, he has already checked out. He just got here today. Can you check again? Yeah. Please, Damon.
Check again.
Yeah, Damon Bradley. He's like, this is the key. Room 237. He's gone. I love Faith's like, well, did he leave like a forwarding address? Did he say where he's going? And he's like, no. And Kate's like, well,
we do not follow our guests.
Yeah, she's like, well, because Kate's like, which way did he go?
Right.
Can you tell us something? Which direction did he go? And that's when he says, I don't know. We don't normally follow our guests.
I love it because Faith was being psychotic as shit. And
yeah.
Kate was literally like, okay, honey. And even when like Faith was getting an attitude with the guy, Kate was just like, okay, like did that goddamn Bonnie Hunt, just okay.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, sir, can you tell us which way did he go?
Yeah. But then it switches.
Yeah, and then Kate starts.
Kate like grabs him by the fucking
scruff.
The scruff, and was like, look.
Yeah. Tell us where he is.
And Faith's like, no, stop. So he did say the room number he was in, so they go into that room because it's being cleaned, and Columbo does this.
Columbo goes through the trash.
And he has like all these Butterfingers and papers, and I love Kate when, he had breakfast, I'm starving.
Yeah, he starts eating his shit.
He starts eating his leftover breakfast.
Yeah.
So they find a paper, and it's a number from Rome. They go back to the concierge and asks a favor after being, so tooty. And the guy calls the number. The guy says, Monasteer. Hello. Oh my God, he's a priest? She thought that he said, like, monastery?
Yeah, monastery.
It's a store in Rome.
Monastery.
Oh my God, he's a priest.
Oh my God, he's a priest.
Yeah, so someone who works there, her name is Anna. It's a store in Rome, like I said, and she knows Damon.
Yeah.
Let's go Rome! And he says, like, Rome, it's bubble. I didn't write it down, but I looked it up. It's, everyone will be on strike. And this is my guess, because I looked up what the first word meant. This was when the fucking controller batteries were fucking dead, and I couldn't pause. I couldn't
do anything.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything. The word that he said, it meant strike.
Right.
So I don't know if this was like an insensitive joke about how, because Italy, I guess, tends to go on a lot of strikes. Like the companies, I think, just briefly stuff that I read, and even like especially like the transportation in Italy. They
all just kind of shut down for like a day
or something. Yeah, I couldn't really learn. I didn't get a chance to learn too much, but yeah. So wherever they're gonna go to try to travel to Rome, I'm gonna assume like by train or something. They're on strike. No one's gonna be there. So they rent a car.
Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
They rent a car, they get lost, and they run out of gas.
Yeah.
What did she say? Like, what's a liter is more than a gallon or something?
Something like that.
Something like that. So, yeah, because they end up getting in, like, not like an argument, but they're just, like, frustrated with each other. So they just kind of sit out, and they're, like, sharing this bottle of wine. They're just, like, drinking.
Yeah.
And this is when Kate starts to bring up her marriage to Larry. She thinks he's having an affair, and she left him.
Yeah.
Like, she sent the kids to her mom's for, like, the week. It's, like, Labor Day weekend, which is funny. It was just Labor Day.
Labor Day for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So...
Yeah, she drops us with that bombshell of, I left Larry, and then Faith is just like, oh my god. Oh, well, do you remember when you played...
Twister,
and Larry doesn't ever... He always has to win, but he stopped to catch you.
Yeah, you were gonna fall.
And he stopped, and he caught you.
Yeah, and
that means something.
Yeah, that means something. It's just, he would kill tigers for you.
Did she fucking say that?
She did say that at the end.
Oh
yeah, like, he better not. Leave those tigers alone.
Did Kate say that?
No.
Oh, God.
No, Kate was, she was too sad. Like, Faith meant it as...
He will do anything for you.
He will do anything for you. If tigers were attacking you, he would kill them.
He would kill them.
Yeah, to save her, yeah. And some nice local nuns.
Nuns.
Yes.
The penguins.
The nice little nuns, they fill their tank with gas because the girls put a sign up said help need gas on the windshield, and the nuns like switch it with a card. Like
they take that and then they put a fucking card of Mary, of the Virgin Mary.
Yeah, and they're like in this like farming truck.
Yeah.
Like they just look very like they work with their hands kind of nuns. They do a lot of charity work. They go out and just do good deeds, I guess.
Yeah. Well, nuns, that's a strict profession.
It is a very strict... Nunning is a very...
I mean, we've all seen Sister Act.
Sister Act, oh yeah. Shut up. You've seen Sister Act, but not Sister Act 2.
I have seen Sister Act 2, thank you very much.
Thanks to me.
Yeah. No, listen, if we're gonna go down this fucking path, I watched a little bit of Sister Act 2, and I liked the first one better. And I couldn't get into the second one, okay?
Okay.
The second one was okay, but I still think that the first one's better. Maybe because there's a mob, and maybe because there's fucking cops. I don't know, but I liked it better, okay?
Okay.
You could take your college kids singing and dancing.
I liked it. The music was great.
No, music is
And
great.
the contest was great.
Because I will follow him.
Yeah. Joyful, joyful, oh, we adore thee. I can't rap. I'm not even going to pretend
Christ,
to try.
I
But
forgot.
when they all came, they took off their robes. They're wearing their 90s gear. They're, like, dancing.
Yeah.
And fucking, what's her name's in it? Singing all, like, glorious and shit. What's her name? Ready or not, here I come. You, Faith Hill? No. Is that her?
No.
Gonna find you and make you want me. Ready or not.
I know the song. I don't know the song.
Yeah. So the ladies get to Rome. They get to the store. They ask for Anna. I'm Anna. And I don't understand this scene that much. Not the scene, but this little moment. Because they ask about, do you know Damon Bradley?
Yeah. And she just flips her fucking lid for no fucking
Damon
reason.
Bradley. And Falco. Like, she's freaking out.
Yeah.
And, like, yelling. And then this guy comes up, and he's like, whoa, what's going on? And she's, like, saying what's going on in Italian. And the reason was that she was supposed to meet Damon for dinner, but she has a previous engagement. So, why? What was that about? What was the freak out about? I don't get it. So, we meet Giovanni. This is the man, and he helps them know where Damon's gonna be.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, first of all, he barely notices Faith. He sees Kate right away and is just like, hello.
Yeah.
He's like, do you ladies have anywhere to stay? I know this wonderful place where you could, it's very beautiful and charming. And Kate's like, yes. Oh my God, yes. And Faith's just like, no, sorry. All right, come on, Kate, let's go. And I love this moment because this is when Kate puts her fucking foot down and she's like, I am tired, hungover, I am hungry, I haven't slept in 2 days. No, back off. I want a room.
That's right.
Yeah.
Back off.
So
they did have a nice little place.
They had a
that was
lovely
fucking
place. God, man.
Like the fountain, Kate was even like, oh my god.
It's like the trivia fountain.
Yeah, it's just threw the fucking penny in.
Yeah, and Giovanni helps them check in and everything, and he goes up to Kate and says, hey, I have business for the next 2 days, but I would love to see you when I return. Kisses her hand, and she's just like, oh, okay. Doesn't really think much of it. She's just kind of like, all right, whatever, he's a nice guy that helped. I'm probably never going to see him again.
Yeah.
So they found out where Damon is going to be eating this evening, and they're getting ready. Like, they are, like, getting all kinds of dressy.
Yeah.
Like, this is a moment. And Kate, like, just says to Faith, no matter what happens tonight, you're going to be fine.
Right.
Like, so they get to the restaurant, and I think this is where we see Kate and Faith kind of do the whole rude American thing where with the waiter, he sits them down, and he's pretty much just asking, like, would you like wine? Do you want vino? And Kate's just like, see. Yeah, all that. Good.
All of it. Yes.
Yeah, all of it good.
Yes.
And, okay, fine, but they're there for they're there for a different purpose other than the fine cuisine.
Right.
And Faith, she starts to, like, pose. She's wearing this, like, really cute, like, blood red dress. She has this little shawl. She just, like, poses and just starts, like, doing these, like, faces, like, oh, what a lovely night to be here. And she puts the shawl down her shoulder, and Kate's like, okay, now go to the maitre d' and ask where he's sitting. And she's like, well, I just want to wait. I want to see if he'll notice me first.
Right. You know, what kind of I may be wrong, but I feel like earlier there was a moment where Kate was saying something about, I brought this red dress that you're always afraid to wear.
Yeah, you don't have the guts to wear. Yeah, that was
making
at the,
it
that
sound
was at the
like
airport.
that she's some fucking prude. Yet this moment and then on, we are seeing no prude whatsoever. So that really annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, and
it was like trying to make it out like, oh, you don't fucking, you're
and I'm
prudest of the prude, and now we're seeing she's pretty much the most flirtatious and hungry.
But excuse me, I'm going to I can see that, but first of all, I'm glad you brought that up, because I think that's another reason I loved the Faith character so much, because I loved her sense of fashion, like the 90s clothing, her haircut.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of this mullet in the back and I pretty much have the same haircut. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know about the gutsy, because that dress, it had like these two slits up both legs, so it shows a little leg, maybe there's more cleavage. But if you notice throughout the film, Kate, she dresses a little
scandalous.
She's
not scandalous, but
she starts to dress a little more sexy, and I think they do it on purpose, because, like, oh, that's just what Italy and Rome, that's what it does to you. It brings out your romantic side. It makes you do things or wear things or experience things you never would.
Yeah.
Back at home, because back home, Kate's a mom, and she has a rude and annoying husband. Mm-hmm. So she was there for Faith, but we find out that she starts to have her own little opening up moment. So if anything, Rome did great for Kate, like almost more than Faith.
Right.
It wasn't just all about Faith. So after Faith says, I want to see if he'll notice me first, and she's like, you've been chasing this man for how many years, and now you're going to choose to play hard to get?
Right.
Like, come on, go.
Get up there.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah. Could you ask? Like because they're from Pittsburgh, so her, the accent kind of fades in and out there. And she finds out, like, oh, he's over there, and if you look right now, you can see his sleeve. Oh, I see his elbow. So I should just go up there and just talk to him, right? She's like, yeah, you flew 1,400 miles. What's 4 more feet?
Right.
Go, do it. So Faith tries to walk up, and it's this moment where pretty much while she's trying to get in the restaurant, people are trying to get out. So she keeps getting blocked by people and servers, and at one point she makes a guy drop a seafood buffet on the floor, and so that makes her miss Damon, or who she thinks is Damon. Right. She just screams, "Oh, Kate, he's gone!" And Faith just bolts and runs. Yeah. Running, and she bumps into somebody. It's Robert Downey Jr. Now, if I'm right, I mean, he's top billing in this. You know, Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr. He doesn't show up in the movie until like almost like 45 minutes into the film.
Yeah.
But he sees her.
Well, he was a name.
He was a name. And from what I found some interesting facts about both Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr. They actually used to date in the early 90s.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm so horrible that I didn't put two and two together and really like realize it. But after this film, they never worked together again until Civil War.
See, yeah, that's what I was, yeah.
How could I not see that? Like, oh my god, they were together in the movie that I loved so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt stupid.
No.
But Faith loses her heel, and Robert Downey Jr.'s character finds it. Now he's chasing after her. Mm-hmm. Faith gives up, goes back to Kate, and she's just like, oh, well, you tried. You know, it was a good effort. We're going to go home now, right? Faith's like, okay, I have an idea. We're going to rent a car, and we're going to get a loudspeaker, and we're just going to drive around town and page him. And Kate's like, I think it's time we get
professional
help. Oh, you mean like a detective? No, I mean like a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
How's a psychiatrist going to help us find him?
Okay, honey.
Yeah, okay. She does another Bonnie Hunt. Okay.
Okay.
But Downey catches up. And he's like, oh, I've got your shoe. And he's like, oh, let me. Faith barely acknowledges him. She's already rude to him. That's what people like point out too, like how rude Faith is to Downey Jr.'s character. And he helps her with her shoe, and he's like, oh, it's my life. That's what I do. I work for a shoe company and whatnot. And he starts going on and on and on. And she says, thank you. Like, thank you.
You can go now.
Yeah, bye. And he looks at her, and he's just like, 8B? Her shoe size. How'd you guess? And Faith tries to go get, like, maps or something, and Robert Downey Jr. is like, to Kate, like, is she okay? Like, is there, like, something going on? And Kate kind of just puts him to speed of what's going on, and Robert Downey Jr.'s character, because we still don't know his name, that's why I'm calling him that, he's like, hey, well, why don't I help you? I speak a little Italian, I know some of the locals, I can totally help you out. And Faith's like, no, this is a personal problem. It's like, well, why don't you just, like, what is his name? Because, maybe I know him, and she's just like, no, I'm not telling you, just tell me his name. Damon Bradley. I'm Damon Bradley.
Yeah.
You're...
She like freaks out.
She faints, and he's like, oh, that's a first. Got a minute? Can you help?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he says that he's Damon Bradley, and he's kind of wearing the same outfit that the dude at the restaurant was wearing. So they're having this, like, really romantic walk, and there's all this chemistry. They actually have a lot in common, which is really, really adorable. Some dude is playing Some Enchanted Evening on the saxophone. He gets her a rose. They start dancing. It's just... This is the part where people are like,
I want to point out that he speaks fluent Italian at this fucking point.
Okay.
I want to point that out.
Okay.
For the future.
Oh, for the future?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was speaking Italian, and he was even like, I speak Italian, so I can help you. And he was speaking fucking fluent fucking Italian to people and shit. Moving on.
Okay, is that something you're putting a pin on for now?
Yes.
Okay. There. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So it's really, really romantic, and this is where people are like, oh my god, it's so much fluff. This isn't real life. You don't just meet somebody and all of a sudden have all this like sexual chemistry and just like, oh my god, you're really here. Like, I have to pinch you. I can't believe it's you. Oh my god.
Yeah, she's like fingering the fuck out of him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, why are you pinching me?
Yeah.
She's like, I had to make sure you were here. And then it's so weird because it cuts to them on like a horse-drawn carriage, and he's like, I love trees. I don't know why I found that funny, because it's so romantic.
I love trees.
And then they're just staring at trees. I love trees.
Trees are gorgeous.
They are gorgeous.
The gods live within the trees.
That's what he says, and they're probably watching us right now.
Fucking true.
And we have a lot of trees in the backyard.
We got a lot of gods in our backyard.
Gods and goddesses.
They're watching. Mm-hmm. That's why the squirrels and rabbits are winding up.
Ugh. So they arrive at La Boca della Verità. I think I'm saying that properly. It's the mouth of truth.
La Viva
La Viva. Okay, anyway. You're still good at getting me off track. That's fine. It's fine. We're having fun here.
We're having fun. We always do.
Yes. But, so this is a real place in Rome, and the one that they were at was not the real one.
Yeah.
Because while they were filming, there was actually like a bombing incident, like a terrorist attack in that area. So they couldn't go there to film it. So in a pinch, they made a replica of it and just filmed it somewhere else.
Wow.
Yeah. So, what?
Do you know what they were referencing with Gregory Peck and all that shit? Was that Omen? No. What the fuck was that?
No. I'm going to tell you. It's a Roman holiday.
Oh.
And it's funny because I recently watched that with your sister, our contemplator. And because, the whole, you've never seen an Audrey Hepburn film? Blah, blah, blah. No, I have not. We watched Roman Holiday together. And I was like, this movie is very familiar. Oh my God, it's only you. So the film did take a lot of like reference and things to Roman Holiday, and they actually bring it up. He's like, yes, Gregory Peck and Roman Holiday. They say if you tell a lie and stick your hand in the mouth, it'll cut your hand off.
Yeah.
And Audrey Hepburn says, oh, what an idea. Let's see you do it. Let's do it together. So just like the movie, they both do it, and at the same time, both Faith and Damon.
Yeah.
Oh no, our hand!
Does Gregory Peck do that in Roman Holiday?
I don't think so, because I was waiting for it, and I don't think it happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they were both just trying to be cute and showing that they both
but it was funny because
cute at the same time.
Because they're both kind of lying. No, I'm sorry to spoil something, but I think that was part of it, is because just like in Roman Holiday, there were lies being told with Gregory Peck and Hepburn. So, it was just a cute moment. So after that, things start to get a little steamy.
Yeah.
They're in a hotel. They're making out. Their kissing is a little weird.
Yeah, dude. Her tongue was like halfway around his entire mouth.
Yeah.
And like licking, like she was like
licking teeth.
She was on fucking fire and wet and ready to go right then and there. And he was just kind of like ejaculating in his trousers a little bit because he couldn't like grasp her lips. I don't know.
There was just like a lot of like reaching for the mouth. Like I don't like those kisses where people open their mouths first.
Yeah.
When they do that in movies and film or movies and TV, I just think it's gross. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you open
We
your
gotta
mouth?
show the tongue going.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
That's probably it. They just want to show, like, hey, look, there's tongue action. But, during this moment, the Faith decides, you know what, now would be a really good time to tell him the truth. And Faith's like, I gotta confess about something. And he's like, whatever you say, it's not gonna matter. I'm engaged. Maybe that. Yeah. Wait, you're engaged? Yeah. And she's still, like, kissing his chest.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm supposed to get married in 10 days to a friend of yours.
Dwayne.
I love, what's his like?
Palms his head.
Palms his head. Oh, Dwayne!
Dwayne!
God! Not Dwayne!
Yeah.
And she's like, I gotta stop. I gotta call him. And he's like, no, do not call him. Like, are you really sure you want to, like, do this? And she's like, I've never been so sure of anything. And you really start to see some panic in his face, but not the panic you would think. And he stops her from calling. He does the same thing that she did pretty much, was get more physical with her and say, well, if we're going to be laying all our cards out, I got to tell you, I'm not Damon Bradley. What? It's Peter Wright. And she just goes, she pushes him off the bed, and she's just so mad.
Get away from me! Don't touch me!
Yeah.
The whole time!
Yeah, the whole time. And I guess there's like I always think of like the moments that I remember from like the trailer and whatnot. Like she tries to get in the elevator and she's like, why did you do that? Why did you lie to me? Because I'm in love with you.
Yeah.
What kind of an excuse is that?
Right. Again, she has no room to fucking speak, and it's just like,
don't throw stones. Glass house.
Right.
Okay, glass house.
Okay, glass
You're a problem. You're a real problem. We can't be just blaming each other here. You're a problem.
We cannot be blaming each other here. You're a problem.
That's my favorite part.
I love that movie.
Come on, glass house. I don't know if that's...
Me glass house, you glass... What?
Yeah, that is it. Yeah, me glass house, you glass house.
You glass house, what were you saying?
No, I was going to say, I don't remember if that part the glass house was, but it is from Couples Retreat because what's his nuts says.
It is, yeah, because he sees right through him.
We gotta do that one episode.
Yeah,
that is such a good film. So now Kate and Faith are kind of talking, and this is another thing people had issues with. Like, why are they constantly bashing men? Like, oh, all men are liars, all men are cheats. Like, men should just wear jerseys that says liar and their names on it, which didn't make sense. I don't know what
I wasn't
thoughts.
I wasn't as butthurt by that as I was at other a lot of other things in this film,
such as,
well,
I guess from this point where we are in this moment.
I honestly, okay, so I just could not get past Faith. Mm-hmm. Like I said earlier, the character was way too much. She was way too goddamn much, and then when Downing Jr. comes into play, I'm double Kate, because there's no contrast between the two. They're both doing the same goddamn thing.
I think that's their selling point of showing that they are meant for each other because they are the same person.
Right, which was just annoying the fuck out of me, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but Kate, like, that whole fucking shit about her saying, oh, man, it didn't bother me. Like, she thinks her husband's fucking cheating on her.
So, yeah, of course she's on the defense.
So she's gonna think like that. You got Faith who's saying that bullshit because she's just a fucking insensitive fuck who is only thinking about herself and just feels betrayed because a guy lied to get with her because he is, quote, in love. And she's butthurt because she feels like her destiny's being fucked with.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I hate all men. So I don't really get why people were freaking the fuck out about that per se, because there's other things again that are fucking just stupid in this film, but that was not stupid to me. I thought that's legitimate for the characters to feel that way.
Yeah, because they've both been betrayed.
Yeah.
So, and I get that. I mean, shit, your heart gets broken in the moment. Yeah. All men are shit, and I'm sure guys do it too. They get their heart broken. All women are shit.
This is how it is.
Yeah, this is how it is.
If you feel wronged by someone,
it's a process. Anger, denial, bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
There you go. Woof. Yeah.
It's a lot of steps to get through.
There you go.
Kate, I love that she confides in the dude that brings her coffee. And she's like, so you think I should call him? Should I call Larry?
Her husband, Larry, yeah.
And he's like, hey, it's your husband, no? He's like, yeah, but he was having an affair. Uh-huh.
Was it with your sister?
Yeah.
No. Was it with someone you knew?
Yeah.
No?
He was having sex, sex. Yeah. A little cupping of the hands.
Did you know the person?
No, I don't know. It wasn't a relative. It wasn't a friend. It wasn't a first wife. It was nothing. It was just some woman. And too bad you don't get to read or learn what he actually says, but it just sounds like he's like...
He's pretty much like, well, then it didn't mean shit to him.
Yeah.
But again, it's like he's defending the fact that your husband loves you. If he was really doing it to be with someone, it would have been somebody close to you, I don't know. I'm not going to go that route because cheating's cheating. There is no fucking defending it, and I'm not going to. So it's like, no, I'm not gonna. Yeah,
I think it was a funny moment. For Bonnie to just
for her to be like, well, am I the wrong here?
Yeah. But she does attempt to call Larry. Larry's at work. I love that he's a roofer and his own roof at work is leaking.
Right. And even that was actually funny. He's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But he answers the phone. She doesn't say anything. And he's like, he knew it was her. Kate, where are you? Please, Kate. She hangs up. And Peter arrives, and he pretty much, he comes with this big bouquet of flowers and tries to explain himself to Kate to try to, make her his ally, and even asks that. And he's just, and he tells this, like you said, they're exactly the same person, Faith and fucking Peter. And it's funny because her name is Faith, and his name is Peter Wright. Mr. Wright.
Oh, devil dog.
But he wasn't supposed to be on this trip. His boss, who spends all the time at the gym, gets the measles, who was supposed to go on the trip, couldn't, so he did. He went to a movie. It wasn't that funny. And then someone just bumped me. And that's
when he said.
Yeah.
And that's also when he was saying, I don't speak Italian.
He read a book that someone gave him.
that somebody gave me and learned Italian. And then later through the film, we start to learn he barely speaks Italian. He doesn't speak fucking Italian, and he's asking people shit. And it's like, how the fuck were you going to be speaking fluent as fuck in the beginning of the goddamn film? And now all of a sudden, you don't know what the fuck anybody's saying to you, but you did earlier. So I don't fucking, problem.
It was an inconsistency with the film, I think.
So I was just like, I was off by that.
Yeah, and he believes in destiny as well. He's like, he saw faith and he automatically, love at first sight. He's like, please, God, give me a sign, something, so this woman doesn't just run away from my life and I get a name. And I know it was wrong. It was wrong to do in the moment, but I had to take it because I'm in love with this one.
Yes.
And Giovanni comes in. He's like, Kate, I came back to see you. Faith's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not for me. That's Faith's friend. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Faith's friend.
Yeah, and Kate's like, she listened to Peter, but she just wasn't buying it. She's like, was that a lie that you're telling me? Mania? Is that what was going on in your head? Just, which, she's...
Well, of course, she's going to be the hardest character to try to win over because she, like what we just said...
What the hell happened to your finger?
What? Oh, I itched my leg.
So your leg's bleeding.
It was bleeding. It's fine now.
Jesus.
Oh, shut up. So, anywho. So, again with Kate... God damn it. Now I don't know what the fuck I was saying.
I'm sorry. I just saw a bloody finger, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on
here
on this day?
God damn it. It is dry fucking blood. It's just a scratch. It's a fucking skeeter bite. They're out. It's what it is!
A scratch!
A scratch! You made worms in need of me. A plague on both your houses.
Jesus Christ.
You did this. You did this. Alright, so, what the fuck was I saying?
Kate was something like a harder nut to... Or what?
Essentially, fuck it. I don't remember.
I don't know. Whatever.
It's gone. Water under the bridge.
Tangents.
They happen.
They happen, right?
Alright, moving on.
So Giovanni, he's like kind of taking her out on a little like day date, and she just she's just talking about her family, like she's being very clear that she's married, she has kids, and she's kind of doing like talking really fast, and he's trying to like romanticize her.
Yeah.
Is that even a word?
He's trying to romance her.
He's trying to romance her, and I love this little like it's a small scene, but like the way like Bonnie Hunt play, like she's really good at playing someone that I don't want to say is awkward, but when she's in a situation she doesn't know or understand it, she uses like the comedy that she uses. It's like a very charming awkwardness, because Giovanni's like touching her hand, really just kind of caressing it, and she's kind of just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna keep talking. I'm just gonna pretend that this isn't happening. I don't know anything like, because it's Giovanni's like the opposite of Larry.
Yeah. Would you like a biscuit?
Yeah, a biscuit.
Like a biscuit?
He like feeds her a biscuit, and she's just like, oh, okay, thanks.
And then he eats the other half.
Yeah. Crunchy. Oh. That's, you know what I mean? Like, it's very that. Like, it's really hard to explain, but it's so charming.
Yeah.
And also, this is really great. We start to notice after that, like, Faith and Kate are starting to switch. Not like personalities, but their views on...
Men.
Not like men, but just romance. Like, Faith is now more of a cynic, and Kate is the romantic.
Yeah.
Like... Faith is done. She wants to get on the next plane at 8 a.m. They're going to go and get a cab at 6:30 in the morning. And Kate's like, what? Like, what's your rush? Like, she was in a rush to get home. Now Faith is. And this is where you see, like Kate's getting ready to hang out with Giovanni again. She's wearing this cute scarf. Her hair is down. Her hair was up for most of the first, part of the film. She's wearing this adorable, cute, like, little... black outfit that's a little tighter, and she's on a little cleavage, and Giovanni like calls on her, and first before that, and Kate actually, she starts to like say, hey, like, I mean, what's wrong with Peter? He was kind of fun.
Right.
She's like, no, Peter was a mistake. Like, that was a bad, this whole idea of mine was bad. And Kate just, like, turns around and says, you're crazy about him. Mm-hmm. I hate him. Oh, hate's a strong word. But yeah, that's what I said when he dropped off the flowers. Wait, you told them that I hated him? Yeah, you really hate him, huh? That you care so much that I told him that you hate, kind of thing. It's yeah. So, like, yeah, like, she did kind of become an ally.
Yeah.
For Peter, because I think in that moment with him and her, he was
winning her over a little bit.
He was winning her over a little bit, I think, because he really did fall in love with her, and she's noticing a lot of faith in him and blah blah blah. Yeah. So then Giovanni calls out, and she's like, "All right, well, he's gonna show me the fountains." Does a little spritz in the air, then walks into it.
God, I love that.
I love that she does that, and then she coughs. She's like, and she's like, she opens the door.
Yeah.
And Faith kind of gives her a look, and Kate's like, he knows I'm married. I'll be back before dawn.
Right.
And she's like, well, Faith's like, well, the cab is going to be here at 6:30 in the morning. And Kate's like, she's still slowly moving out of the room. And she's like, I can stay if you want. It's totally fine. I don't have to go out. I can stay.
Yeah.
She's like, no, go. Okay, bye. Front desk guy or whoever says that a guy named Peter keeps calling, and she's like, no calls. She stubs her toe, and then here's Peter eating an apple or something. Stubbed your toe.
Yeah. I
know I stubbed my toe. And he's kind of like fucking with her, but like I think he's like trying at the same time. Well, isn't that a sign?
Right.
I mean, that it's a sign that you can't marry the podiatrist because you stubbed your toe, and toe equals pain. Yeah.
Oh.
No, because of the doctor.
Yeah.
The doctor. Yeah. He's just still trying to convince, like, hey, like, you don't love this Dwayne guy. If you did, you wouldn't have traveled all the way over here to do this.
To try to meet somebody that you never met.
Yeah.
Just because he's a name.
Just because he's a name that you read and whatnot. But she's like, no, please, whatever happened between us, it wasn't real. It was an illusion. You said you were who you were not, or whatever the fuck.
Right.
They think what we think we might think, or better yet, I'm having a booga moment.
I just was about to say. I am
having a booga moment.
I was just about to go there, but
I'm just gonna try not to speak.
Booga, go make me a sandwich.
Oh. But yeah, Peter gives up, and he's like, oh, all right, well, bye. But the next day, Kate and Faith, they get into a cab, and then, of course, there's Peter chasing them down. He's like, I found him.
You what?
Stop the taxi. Fuck. See, I can't. Can you, like, talk for a little bit?
Stop the cab. I'm doing my best.
I know. But he claims that he found Damon Bradley. He made a few calls and found out that he's staying at some hotel. It's only a couple, however hours away.
And Giovanni can drive him.
Yeah, and that was Kate's idea. She's like, ooh, I can see Giovanni again.
Giovanni can drive us. And then they go to the hotel.
Yeah, and Damon Bradley, he is there. He's at the pool right now. He's
a gold chain.
A gold medallion.
Yeah.
So they get to the pool, and the first person they see with a medallion is a not-so-attractive dude tanning, wearing like a Speedo.
Yeah.
Kate's like, that's Damon Bradley?
Yeah.
And Peter's like, aren't you going to go introduce yourself? You going to go talk to him? She's like, of course.
Yeah.
She tries to have a conversation with him, but he's just like, you're in my sun.
Yeah. Yeah, you're in my sun.
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh, ha ha ha. And then you hear this 12-year-old child.
Yes.
Oh, Damon! I'm leaving. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.
Yeah, ciao.
Okay, Bianca, ciao.
Mm-hmm.
And you see...
Who do you see?
My fucking fave. Friend of mine who doesn't know it yet. Billy Zane.
And I kept this from you.
You did. I was so excited that you did. You were even like, don't. There's somebody in this I don't want you to see. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, close your eyes for the opening credits.
Then when I saw him with this long fucking locks.
Curly hair. He's like, they have him coming out of the pool in slow motion. And there's these harps playing, and he's shaking his head like a fucking splash.
Abs for days. And he's just like... He's got this like surfer boy thing going.
Faith, her basement is flooded.
Right.
She is like, oh my god, this is the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life.
Everybody's flooded except for fucking
Peter. He's just like.
But everybody, Giovanni and Kate, and they were just like, oh.
Hello.
Well, yeah.
I think that's what Kate says.
Hello.
Hello.
And he's just like, hey, yeah. She's like, would you like to have dinner with me?
Yeah. It's like,
absolutely.
Yeah, he's got this like cool guy.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah. And
like it's a surfer dude from Cali.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then he was like, yeah, we'll go to a place downstairs. Ciao.
Like El Canto, I don't know, something. You know, it's by the steps.
Right.
8:30. All right. Cool. Puts on his glasses and he's just like,
8:30, yeah. Yes. And then she goes back to the apartment. She's getting ready.
And here's the thing. She's wearing panties and bra.
Yeah.
Ew, oh no, she's wearing white panties and bra.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Anyway, this is what
is that like an in case the flow happens? Is that what you're getting at?
No.
Well, what's the fucking white panties and bra, please?
It's a Lorne thing.
Explain to us. Oh, it's a TCAP thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, well, I won't know. So.
No, you won't know.
Maybe a couple of our contemplators will, but I...
White panties and bra. And Hollywood does this a lot, and... It's fine. You don't want her walking around naked, but where women start, like before, like they're getting dressed, they're wearing their bra, panties, they're wearing whatever they're going to be wearing under their clothing. In this moment, Giovanni comes in, and Faith's hides in the bathroom, and then Peter comes in.
Yeah.
Giovanni invites them all to his friend's boat. Oh, yeah. All of my new fabulous American friends. Yeah, we're gonna come, right? I love Peter. He's like, yeah, we can make it, Faith. Totally, right?
Right.
And Peter gets her some shoes. They're bone. It's a perfect color for a night of destiny. Mm-hmm. And there's this cute little exchange that happens where he pretty much does what she is going to ask.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
He's getting everything for her.
Yeah, he gets the dress, and she goes,
"Can you get me my dress?"
Yeah, can you give me my dress? He picks out these earrings. Can you give me the earrings? It's my moon ones. Oh, and my anklet. Oh,
I didn't understand him like putting them up to his ear and shit.
He's probably going with like what's gonna look best with the outfit for her. He's a shoe person. Like, he's in the shoe biz, so I'm going to assume, like, he understands ensembles. Oh. But he also knows her. Mm. He already knows what she's going to want.
2 days.
Yeah, in 2
days.
All it
takes. Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah, they know each other like we know each other.
Yeah, destiny. Yeah.
It's destiny. Oh, and I forgot to... Larry calls the credit card company that Kate used.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Trying to find out where the charge was coming from. Italy.
What
the hell's my wife doing in Italy?
Where the hell's Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that, Spain?
Where's that, Mexico?
Yeah, what's that, Mexico?
Like wherever they were.
Yeah. Italy. I was Kate in Italy.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the...
Jesus.
Sorry, that was a really hard... really hard flip.
You're ready.
But I flipped too soon.
You're ready for it.
So this is what I was mentioning earlier about wearing the bra and the panties. She comes out wearing this very sheer white pant dress looking thing.
Yeah.
She's not wearing a bra anymore. You can clearly see that. I'm pretty sure she's still wearing the underwear, but it's like, why would you put on a bra if you're not going to wear it with the ensemble you're going to be wearing in the first place? Like, why put yourself through that?
I don't know. Maybe she had the bitch on prior. Yeah.
No. If you're going out on a date, you're not going to wear the undergarments you were wearing during the day. You're going to wear something fresh and nice.
But she was talking to fucking Kate, so maybe she just threw that shit on to be not naked in front of her fucking friend. I mean, some of us will just fucking go bare ass in front of our friend or significant other and not give a flying fuck.
I guess for me personally, I would just wear a tank top or something instead of bras suck.
Yeah.
Why would you put one on if for no reason? Right. I just think it's a movie thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a movie thing. I'd let the fucking boys free if it was me.
I know she's not gonna walk around naked. I'm just saying, just put on a tank top.
Yeah,
put on something. Like, I don't even when I'm getting ready, I don't like to wear the outfit that I'm going to wear while I'm getting ready. I still like wear my robe. I'll put my PJs back on just to stay as comfortable as possible. So now I can do the flip.
Do it. Flip it.
Faith, she does thank Peter for making this possible, for finding Damon and blah, blah, blah. And he does say, I love you. No matter what happens tonight, I love you. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Good luck. It's pumpkin time.
It's pumpkin time, yeah.
So she meets Damon at the restaurant, and it's a funny seeing them at dinner because it's really clear that they are opposites. They have nothing in common. There's really no chemistry. Peter's like being a stalker and watching them through the little binoculars and shit. And Damon, he orders the house. Hey, you got a house nice? What does he say? You got a nice house red?
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like we would get house red all the time, but I think they did it to make him sound like a cheapo.
Yeah. Or a cheapo dumbass.
Cheapo dumbass. He doesn't know anything about culture, and Faith she seems like a very cultured
type. She
loves
opera.
She loves
everything
opera.
and he doesn't.
She loves poetry, and
he doesn't
she loves books. Yeah, he likes action movies.
Right.
And I love Van Damme. I love martial art movies. Oh, I love martial arts movies.
Yeah.
And they dinner's whatever. They get to the boat, and Peter, of course, is following them. Giovanni and Kate, they're at the boat, and Giovanni, he's trying to put the moves on her.
Yeah.
And they actually do kiss at one point. And it's funny at dinner, Faith's like, I bet you just thought it was so crazy that I just walked up to you and randomly asked you out to dinner. And he's like, oh, no, not at all. It happens all the time, you know?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Yeah, people ask.
And you do see that at the pool. Like, all these girls are like...
Hi, Damon.
Hot for him.
Yeah. All these young girls in, like, dental floss bathing suits. Kate does turn down Giovanni. She's like, look, this really, like, you are so nice, and you've been so amazing to me, but I can't do this. I'm married. So she puts the kibosh on that. And Damon, he starts to put on some like the creepy moves on Faith. He's like standing behind her and kind of like rubbing up against her, like her butt, and he just cups her breast.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay. And she's like, that makes me uncomfortable. And he's like, oh, okay, well, how about this? And he tries the other breast. And she's like, no, not that either. Well, how about that?
Yeah.
And she just like pushes him, and of course Peter sees it, and hey, punches fucking Damon.
Yeah.
And they get into this fight. You crossed the line. No, you crossed the line.
Yeah.
You botched it from the start. And Faith is like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, my favorite fucking moment, Billy Zane takes off his wig.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry. You're very sweet. You're very lovely, but
I can't do this anymore.
This fucking thing. The fucking wig.
Yeah, this fucking thing.
He looks like a different person with or without that wig. I was like, oh my god.
I love that
it's
about
so weird.
Billy Zane, though. I love that, like, when he started going bald, he just, to every audition he ever goes, he will literally just bring wigs.
A briefcase of wigs.
A briefcase of fucking wigs. And he'll be like, all right, which one do you want for this part? He will, like, ask them. He brings his own shit. And it's just amazing. I love it.
Gotta love an actor that's prepared.
Yeah.
But we find out that, no, he is not Damon Bradley. His name is, like, Harry. Peter put him up to pose as Damon, and Peter wanted him to be like a douche and, be turned off by him, but Peter is pissed. He's like, I just wanted you to be unlikable, not molest her.
Right. I was doing this for you.
Yeah, I was doing this for you, man.
Yeah.
But Faith storms off, grabs Kate, and she is just like, I have had it. I don't believe in anything. I don't believe in the stars or the moon or men.
Yeah.
And Peter tries like one more time, like, no, you're so ungrateful. I did this for us.
Right.
Why can't you see that we're made for each other? You're nuts about me.
Again, he's the male her.
He's the male her. He does these crazy fucking zany plans to try to, and it's funny. Like, after all that, all three of the dudes are sitting on the boat, just
drinking
drunk.
A fucking bottle
of, like, brandy or something, and they're just like, women, huh?
Yeah. I love Billy Zane elbows. Fucking
Jesus, Harry.
Jesus, Harry. And he's just like, well, you deserve it.
Yeah, you deserve it, you fuck. You fuck. But it's the next day. Faith decides she's gonna call off her wedding. It's over. She doesn't love Dwayne. So it's like it's sad that she's doing it, but it's like, honey, this is probably the best decision you've made throughout the entire film. Yeah. Was calling off the wedding for you. Mm-hmm. Everyone is getting ready. Pretty much, they're all just packing up. So is Peter. Everyone's like ready to go home. Giovanni is driving Peter, and they drive off, and Kate tries to like say bye, but
Giovanni wasn't having it. She already put the fucking lid on.
Yeah, she did. I don't know. Do you think that was like a dick move, or
for him?
Of him to do that, or I mean, she wasn't really leading him on, but she wasn't saying no.
What's interesting about Giovanni is that I couldn't tell, but I was starting to think in my imagination that Peter kind of recruited him to help out a little bit as well, because if Peter could get Faith, then Giovanni could get Kate, and it would be like a huh. So that's kind of what I was getting, which is why I feel like Giovanni was all like, oh, yeah, he's the one with the gold medallion, you know, all that or whatever, and then, oh, come to my yacht. Yes, Peter. You want to come to my yacht? Yes, Peter.
Bitch.
Come to the yacht. Yeah, that's what I got out of it. I got out of it like they both were in cahoots to try to get the fucking girls.
They were cahooting?
They were cahooting it! And then fucking when they were having their little whiskey and Giovanni was all like on top of them, just like, you know, yeah, love, you know, what are we going to do about it?
Yeah, Peter's like, there's only one woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Giovanni, yeah, I mean, it's
That's
hard to say.
Interesting. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah. It's hard to say with him, though, because I don't think he was being necessarily an ass. I think he was just trying to win her over. But when she sealed the deal and then when the fight broke out and everything fucking happened, he was just like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, like what you said.
He might have just been, this is over. He could.
I'm not going to have you. There's no point.
Yeah, there's no point. I'm just going to be kind of adult about it and just move on with my life.
Yeah.
No big
Peter, we're done.
We're done. Come on, Peter, let's go. But Kate's out there, and then all of a sudden, Kate? Larry?
Came all the way out here to Italy.
Yeah, I'm all... That sounds like how your dad probably would say Italy. Italy. Larry, what the hell are you doing here? What the hell am I doing? What the hell are you doing here?
Yeah.
Did you come all this way just to tell me that or ask me that? It's like, no, he missed her. He loves her, and she loves him too.
Right.
And it's really sweet because Faith's getting ready to leave, and they're gonna stay.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna work
on a little vacation.
Yeah, they're gonna work on the relationship, rekindle the burn up the fire, put a little oil in there.
And the thing is, we don't know if he fucking cheated or not. We just know that he's an asshole.
Yeah, he's just
because we see him being an ass and treat her like shit.
Yeah.
But he was like confronted about, were you fooling around? He was like, no, I was not fooling around.
Yeah,
like, I'm not
I forgot to mention that. Yeah, because he goes to Dwayne and is like, where the fuck is Kate?
Yeah. But yeah, they stay. They have a fucking beautiful time.
Yeah, beautiful time. Did you call Mom?
Yeah. Did you call
We're all worried about you.
Everybody's freaking out.
Yeah. Did you call Dwayne?
Yeah.
So, Peter and Faith, they're on their way to leave. And you hear Larry saying, I'm Damon Bradley. Kate's like, what? You're Damon Bradley? It's like, yeah. Like,
I just spelled it out because I wanted to move on to the next question.
Yeah,
That is what I did. I did that to a cousin of mine. I just spelt out a fucking name on the Ouija board.
Did she have the same question?
No, well, I don't remember. But I think it had to do with like a boyfriend type thing. And I literally just pushed a fucking random name.
Yeah.
We were like fucking 7 or 8. I don't even know, but I was just like, okay.
Yeah. So,
I want to be done with this, so I just like pushed a fucking random name. And then for me, I just pushed a random name.
Yeah,
I was just like, I don't even fucking care. I just want to get out of this room.
Yeah, and that's why Larry did it, because he was over Kate dominating the Ouija board.
Yeah.
And he also paid off the gypsy to say the name, because Kate's like, well, what about the gypsy? That old...
I slipped her $2.
It was a joke. He just did it for fun.
Yeah.
And Kate's like, oh my God,
You need to tell her.
You need to tell her. And he's just like, if I tell her, she will never speak to me again. Like,
she's psychotic.
Yeah, she's psychotic. I mean, I was playing a joke, and she took this shit to heart, and it dominated her whole life.
Yeah.
This name, who I guess it is a real person that Larry knew. He was in my Little League team. He was a fucking jerk.
Yeah, he was a douchebag.
Yeah. So, Faith and Peter, they're both at the airport separately. She's going to New York or wherever, and he's going back to Boston. And we hear over, like, the speaker paging Damon Bradley. Damon Bradley, please come to blah, 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 blah for a blah, 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 blah. They both hear it.
Yeah.
They run over and they see each other and they're like, you're here for the same reason. And there's a guy, his back is to them.
Shall we do it?
Yeah. Shall we? Come on. They both tap her and who turns around. But I know that I've seen this guy in other shit.
Oh, yeah.
What does that last name say?
Adam Lefevre.
Yeah. He's just this, I don't know. How would you describe him?
Just a plain dude.
He's just a plain dude. And he just turns like, yes, Damon? Yes. Peter's just like, hi, I know this is crazy, but I'm here. This is fate. You know, we're just friends, but...
Kind of looks like a Michael Ball, doesn't he?
There are dreams that cannot be.
He does look like a Michael Ball.
Yeah.
I was thinking that because we were listening to him yesterday, but he pretty much just said, look, this is Faith. She's been looking for you her entire life. Are you married?
No.
Oh, perfect. She's in love with you. You guys are meant for each other. You know what? And just, I hope you guys are happy together. You know, you won. You had the right name.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm in love with her. I'll love her more than she'll ever know. But, you know what? I wasn't the guy. I didn't have the name.
I don't have the name. You do.
Good luck. You know, I hope you work it out.
Yeah.
I cry.
Walks up. She's all like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and he's like, I'm so confused. What is happening right now? And she's just like, oh, he's in love with me. Damon's like, I can see that, but the question is, do you love him? What?
Damon, I don't know.
Yeah. Do you love him? I do. Damon, I do.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. Now, I have a plane to catch, and you...
So do you.
Yeah, you have a plane to catch. And he's like, it's obvious that he's like, okay, these people are crazy, but do I need to be the one to be Captain Obvious?
Right.
But, yeah, so she does the same thing she did in the beginning of the film, but I guess Italy is they're more romantic than Americans.
Yeah.
Because she's like, the man I love is on that plane. I have to get on there. And they're like, amor.
Call the captain.
Call the captain.
Captain's all like, oh, yeah, see.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They find it amusing. Like, all the, the stewardess, all the flight attendants,
yeah,
and, all the workers, they're just, like, rushing her up to the plane, and they're like, yeah,
waving.
go, Destiny.
Get him.
Yay, Destiny, get it. She gets on the plane.
The stars.
Yes, the stars. They see each other. They kiss. That's the magical moment. And the flight people are all waving bye, goodbye, and they live happily ever after. So,
yes.
Damon Bradley, yes, he was a very important name in her life for a totally different reason than Faith thought.
Yeah.
And the gypsy woman was very, very clear that it's a name that's important. It's not that this name is the name of the guy who is your destiny. Damon Bradley was part of her destiny so she could meet the real love of her life, her real soulmate, who is Peter.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. That's it. Movie's over.
Yes.
So, give me some more, thoughts that you had, unless that was all that you had.
That was pretty much it. I don't know. The only things that I personally found that were interesting and even caught my eye, honestly, was Bonnie Hunt.
Yeah.
She was my favorite thing about this film. Obviously, Billy Zane. But Bonnie Hunt's character, I couldn't get a fuck enough of.
Yeah.
I just loved every moment of it. I loved when they were in Italy in the beginning. and we were having the contrast between the two. We had this odd couple thing going.
Yeah.
And it was just
It was very odd couple like.
It was just really, I was really enjoying that because there was the contrast between the two. And then, like you said, we had the switch.
We did the switcheroo.
We did the switcheroo, and the switcheroo was working because, again, I'm seeing this broken woman who is starting to rebuild herself. And I am seeing this fucking trash bag who was kind of a broken record in the beginning of the film and was a broken record throughout the entire fucking film until finally she finds her better fucking half. And it was just like, I'm sorry, I don't fucking care about that character because that character is giving me no fucking, like, I'm getting no contrast. I'm getting nothing. I'm getting the same, no depth, just the same whiny little bitch the entire goddamn film. And I'm not going to say that, you know, it's just a character thing. I'm not going to say that it was Marissa Tomei. I'm not going to go that route. I just could not stand that fucking character. And honestly, I just could not stand the fact that her character and Peter were so fucking just alike to the point, like, there were no fucking differences. It's just like...
Yeah, it was very, like... It was a fantasy.
Right.
And this is part of the, like, one of the reasons why I love doing this podcast with you, because I love getting your ideas, because you come up with shit that I don't even think of. And also, when I pick movies that I loved so much when I was younger, and watching them now as an adult and how differently I feel about the film, like, I still love the film, I will always love it, but I do agree with you about Faith's character. Bonnie is the one to watch.
Yeah.
Kate, yes, she's the one to watch. I'm way more interested in her and I focused more on her than I did Faith this time because she was the most relatable. She went through such a she had a glow up.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Like, she had a glow up. It was like she was the real star. Like, she was the real main character of this film. And she was, you know, she was supposed to be the sidekick best friend who, you know, is just there for moral support for the main character, who is selfish, self-centered, and doesn't care about anyone else but herself. But yeah, I totally agree with you 100% on that. So, would you watch this film without me, though? That's the real question.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
I
knew it.
I would not. And, you know, again, I did visually like the film. Yeah. I thought the whole Italy, I love Italy. Never been myself, but we're Italian. Yeah. So it's like, you know, I would love to go one day, and I love Italy history. I love the buildings. I just think Italy's just amazing. And I loved the scenery. Again, yeah, I loved fucking Bonnie Hunt. Mm-hmm. There were cute moments. There were honestly really cute moments. But no, this just it's not my genre. Mm-hmm. It's not my cup of tea. No.
Yeah, and one last thing I want to bring up that you said, and I want to like touch on that a little bit more. The film, it's like it highlights that your soulmate is exactly like you.
Yeah.
Which is completely false. Mm-hmm.
Opposites of fucking attract.
Exactly. I mean, look at us.
Yeah.
Like, we're not super different, but we
have differences.
We have a lot of differences that we totally balance each other out. I've been in relationships where I have been with someone that is kind of similar to me, and it doesn't work out. Unless you're Faith. You are self-absorbed. You're self-obsessed with yourself, and you could only love someone that is exactly like you because you're obsessed with your own self.
Yeah.
That's the only way I think it'll actually work. Because I believe that opposites do attract because we need balance.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is, if you want to keep going with the whole other half thing, you don't want to find the one. It's like that Shel Silverstein book, The Missing Piece.
Don't know. Okay.
Those of you who know the book, it's kind of like that, I think. Maybe, or maybe not. Well, yeah, because it's like this rock that tries to find the missing piece, and he keeps trying other things that don't fit until it actually finds the fit. Oh. If I'm remembering it correctly.
It's about a rock?
Yeah.
It's like about an actual rock?
Yeah. That has eyes and talks and
Is it a kid's book?
Yeah, you've never heard of Shel Silverstein?
I don't know.
Okay, well.
What else did she do?
I can't remember the name. I'll look it up for you.
They do the caterpillar one?
No.
Do they do the fucking one about the monsters running around?
No.
The wild things?
No, where the wild things are? No.
Then no, I don't know no Shel fucking Silverstein.
Okay. We'll remedy that.
Okay.
But
I'm interested about this rock with eyes.
Yes, the missing piece.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was on Reading Rainbow.
Oh.
But yeah, okay. My thought's gone. Let's move on. No, it's okay. It's okay. That threw me off.
All right, back to the handy dandy Shakespearean notebook.
Okay. Who was the cold-blooded, shrill-tongued dissembler?
Cold-blooded.
Who was emotionless, communicating in harsh tones, hypocrite?
Faith.
Thank you. Okay.
Not fucking Kate.
I
Faith.
agree. Yeah, Kate. No, I'm doing it now.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That's the thing. They made their names Kate, Faith.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. You could be a little more. Yeah. Faith is emotionalist when it comes to other people's emotions.
There you go.
She communicates in harsh tones. She yells a lot.
Yeah.
She whines. A little shrill, dissembler. She's a fucking hypocrite.
She is, definitely.
She is totally a hypocrite. That was spot on. That was a good one.
That was a good one indeed.
All right. So, what's in it for me?
All right.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Okay, so because it was just recently Sean Connery, my fucking idol, and, well, I have a lot of idols in the acting world, but I really do enjoy Sean Connery and his work. And it was just his birthday a couple weeks ago. So it is time to do a Sean Connery film. Now, I am trying to figure out which one that I want to do. I have so many that I love, but I don't know. I feel like I need to be... You're talking about like this was something when you were a kid and you really liked to watch. And when I was a kid, believe it or not, I like to watch a lot of his shit, and a lot of his shit I probably shouldn't have fucking watched.
Yeah, well, same with my... Yeah.
But, I'm going to choose fucking Dragonheart, because I think, number one, I think he really enjoyed fucking doing that film. And there's just a lot of really interesting shits. What?
He was the dragon, right?
He was the dragon.
Okay, the voice of the dragon. Okay.
He was the voice of the dragon. And that film kind of brought us... the CGI, it was kind of the birth, if you will.
Yeah.
It was kind of the birth of like the CGI and the tennis ball on a stick acting for actors and actresses. It was kind of the birth of all that. So I think that would be really fun. And again, that was something that I enjoyed watching as a youngster.
Okay, I have to admit, I'm kind of relieved because there were so many other Sean Connery films you could have picked that I know for sure I would hate, but no, sorry, spoiler, but yeah, okay, I'm cool with it.
Well, we watched this before.
No, we did. No,
okay.
we did.
Okay, I was about
to
say.
We did. Yeah, no, yeah.
I did. It was your first. Again, there are moments that we are going back to watching these because we've already watched. That's why we came up with the podcast.
Yes.
Because we watched this shit. But anywho, so that's what we're going to do. Next week, it's Dragonheart. Boom.
Boom, baby.
Contemplators. Thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful, wonderful day. You can find us on almost all podcasting platforms.
Yeah, I added us to more recently, but apparently I thought we were on Stitcher, but I guess we're not.
I have no fucking idea.
I
feel like there's like I thought we were on. Apparently, there's a lot more fucking podcasting platforms.
Well, more
in the world.
I think more came about because when I was updating our stuff on our Spreaker website. Our description was a little dated. I jazzed it up a little bit. Thank you to Juice for his comment on Apple Podcast. He described our podcast way more than I ever could, so I'm sorry. Copyright me if you want, but I stole some of your shit.
Bless you, Juice.
Yeah, bless you, Juice. Thank you.
Oh, God, yeah. But anywho.
Yes, we are all over the World Wide Web as well. You can find us on Twitter, movies_pod. On Instagram, I almost said Twitter again that time. We are movies.contemplation_pod. We have an email, movies.contemplation@gmail.com. And we are also on Facebook, Movies and Contemplation Podcast.
All right, Contemplators, we'll see you all next week with Dragonheart.
Yay!